Let's go! It's time for Trailer Talk, the only show where 6 self-proclaimed experts react and nerd out on trailers from their unique POVs, editing, sound design, production, marketing, and acting. This week, we're watching Emma Stone become the Joker. I mean, Cruella. Or do I? Hey everybody, welcome to Trailer Talk. I'm Nolan North, and alongside my kindred spirits, Stephanie, Paul, Pagan, and Drew. PJ, we kicked him off this week, because he doesn't have very good opinions on anything.
Well, then why am I still here?
Today,
good point.
Today we have Cruella. Drew.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a little backstory before we actually watch the trailer?
Listen, you don't want me to give the backstory to this because it's not going to come out as positive as it probably should. I'm going to leave the backstory up to maybe Steph, but I do think we should just watch it. It's a cool trailer. It's got some style. So let's jump into this.
All right,
and
let's go.
Take a look.
Oh, I know where that is.
From the very beginning, I realized I saw the world differently than everyone else. That didn't sit well with some people.
That hair takes a lot of
But
work.
I wasn't for everyone. I guess they were always scared.
Are you sure this isn't a Batman Arkham trailer?
A psycho.
It's
Right?
giving me a lot of Joker vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
I like that black and white.
But a new day brings new
Like that
opportunities.
Tottenham Hot Shots. That Tottenham Hotspurs.
Looks like a nice
I was
ball.
ready to make a statement.
That's the Klan. It's the Klan. Is this someone from
How
the
does the
Klan?
saying
What
go?
is that?
Look
Is this Hunger Games?
I am woman. Hear me roar. I'm just getting started.
Oh, that's not good.
The thing is,
I'm trying to understand. Isn't this the woman who just has a hard-on for
bad
Dalmatians?
and a little bit mad.
Just a little bit.
I have no idea what's happening.
Well, that's
Things
a good
are on fire.
old-fashioned burning right there.
I'm Cruella.
Yes, you are. Wow.
Well,
I don't want to go first because
Nolan's
yeah.
Do you want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, jump in, buddy. What do you think? What do you think?
Go.
Dalmatian dog shit is what I say. Dalmatian dog shit. Sorry, but like, do we need this origin story? This was like a
Right.
fun Disney animated film. I remember seeing it. It's like, it's the dogs, and they get her bed, and she's the silly here, and now it's like she's the Joker with the makeup going down her line. I mean, I've seen makeup like that when, like in pornos, where it's like the mascara. I mean, what? Now we're going Cruella. This is disgusting. We don't need this. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here with Trailer Talk. I don't know if this is like, am I supposed to talk about the trailer? Because, I don't like it. It looks like a Joker or a Batman or Arkham. They're trying to give a dark edge to like what was a fun animated kids show.
Yeah.
And I love Emma Stone. Yeah, don't get me wrong. She's great. It looks great. That's great. I don't need this movie. I don't need it. I think it's dog shit.
Oh. Well,
I mean,
it's been a fun ride, guys.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. That's been this week's Trailer Talk.
and rant. Steph, I feel like you're gonna have a positive POV on this, only because I feel like this is sort of in your wheelhouse.
I would love to hear a positive POV. Steph, please.
I mean, yeah, no, I grew up, like, this is one of the few, like, Disney movies that I watched growing up. So, like, Cruella, she always was kind of a strange villain to me. I mean, she comes in and she's wanted to take these puppies, and you're like, no, please. They're just puppies. But she was kind of an interesting character with the cigarette and the car and the crazy eyes. and the black and white hair. So watching this, I mean, I was kind of a little excited. I don't know if we need a backstory, so to speak, because they did it before with, well, it wasn't really a backstory, but they did it before with Glenn Close's 101 Dalmatians.
96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have done it before. I feel like it is a little bit of like a Disney movie for adults, so to speak. Like, I don't really think like little kids are going to be watching this, because it does seem like she was always like an adult kind of character. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it looks interesting. I like the white, the black, the red, as you can see. So like, I thought that was fun. But yeah, I mean, I'll see it.
Yeah. It's
Really? Really? You're going to spend your hard-earned money? Wait till it's free on Disney Plus. What are you doing?
it'll probably be
Which it
on
will be, I'm sure.
It'll
Yeah.
probably be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Actually,
All
yeah,
right, well-
the executives, I think it's set to release in cinemas, but the executives of Disney did say that, you know, that's COVID depending, and that likely it could have the same sort of release on Disney Plus that Mulan had, where it's like
Okay.
released for a month or something and you pay to watch it, and then after that it's free.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to really watch it and contribute
I'd watch
to
it for
they
free.
can.
I think I'd watch
Yeah,
it
just
for
wait.
free, though.
Okay.
Just wait.
Yeah, I actually really think this is an interesting film, and this is interesting because I saw the trailer first. I've seen this trailer before, and I was like, okay, not interested. I had pretty much the same reaction as Nolan did. I'm like, why do I need this backstory? And then I've watched it again, and I actually think this definitely does give me like Todd Phillips Joker vibes, where it's not like they're just throwing in the villain as the main protagonist that's just like misunderstood by society. It's not necessarily like an empathetic character. We don't see or relate to this character, but we can understand the circumstances that made this person a villain. And I think that's interesting. Regarding the trailer, I love it. Who doesn't love a 70s period piece set in London, like about fashion? Like, check. Ticking the boxes for me.
Yes.
But
Okay.
I think the trailer looks a little darker than probably the film will be. Given that it's Disney, I just don't think it's going to be as dark as it's kind of intending that it's going to be.
Well, then
This
why would
lady
they shoot
kills-
the trailer
kills
like that,
puppies,
though?
You know?
Yeah.
Why would they shoot the trailer like that? If that's
Probably
what I mean.
to
It's
target
like,
the DC audience. And on your note, Nolan, because it does look like a DC film, and in my opinion, it does give me vibes of like Joker, Harley Quinn, like Birds of Prey. This
Yeah.
leaning into the madness. She was Emma Stone apparently was actually offered a role in the DCU universe as Cheetah in Wonder Woman 84, and she turned it down.
but Disney owns Marvel. Why would they want to make it look like DC?
Well,
I don't know. Oh, I think people like the Joker.
Disney owns
nominated for
everything.
an Oscar, so
Yeah.
I think you know trends are. It's like, hey, Joker did well at one. It was like nominated for an Oscar. Like Disney's like, hey, I won an Oscar.
yeah.
You know, for a
Again.
movie based on
Yeah.
a cartoon.
And like they've tried this whole villainous thing before with Maleficent, which in
Yeah.
like the initial film did very well. The second film had a box office flop, so I'm sure they took their money back on that
Yeah.
film. But with the Maleficent one, it didn't work out because they were making this a sympathetic character, and you're like, oh, I relate, and she's lovely, and it turns out, you know, oh, I really appreciate this character, kind of like Wicked does for the Wicked Witch of the East. So,
Okay.
you know, yeah, I think maybe that's why because Maleficent was like a okay, and then the Joker came out with like Todd Phillips Joker and was nominated for an Oscar and everything, and they were like, maybe we need a piece of this.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're doing a villain story.
I love Emma Stone. I think she's absolutely incredible. But I think it's funny because, you know, talking about trailers and like so many of the trailers that we see, we think, oh, maybe they just kind of showed everything in the trailer and then there's not much to see in the movie. And I'm hoping that there might be something to see in this movie, and they didn't really show a whole lot of it in the trailer because I didn't get a sense kind of what everything was about, which I guess, I don't know, could be intriguing. You know, maybe you're kind of getting bits and pieces and you think, oh, there might be something here. But I guess maybe that's just being, you know, optimistic. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but I guess because Look, I'm getting a Devil Wears Prada meets the Joker, like you guys mentioned, right? It kind of has like this fashion vibe. And Devil Wears Prada was awesome. Like, I kind of want the version of Devil Wears Prada where Anne Hathaway goes crazy and nuts and murders everybody, actually.
Here's what I think. You want to make a cool Cruella movie? Not Emma Stone. Put Michael Vick in there. You know what I mean? Michael Vick, guy who had dogfighting allegations. Make it like, let's go. Oh my God, I can see him actually trying to hurt dogs, and do that. Let's make a different kind of movie. But we're just showing an origin story, and it's and anybody. Listen. I love dogs. I like dogs more than most people. So nope. 0 on Cruella. Boom.
0. Just a full zero. Like you have no interest. Like even with you have the star power of Emma Stone.
Yeah,
and
she's adorable.
And Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson
as the Baroness.
Who cares?
Mark Strong. Beautiful. Right.
Whatever.
you got like this new upcoming director, Greg Gillespie. He did I, Tonya, Lars and the Real Girl.
Oh my God, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I, Tonya
Lars and
is
the Real Girl?
bar none one of my top 5 favorite films the last 10 years.
It's
so
awesome.
Great.
No way.
I mean, this guy is like he's a good director. He did The Finest Hour, I think, with Chris Pine. The Finest Hours. That's a decent kind of war film. I mean, it's not like up there, but it's actually pretty solid.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Nolan's still checking it out. He's like, no.
I guess I'm trying to convince myself.
You could say Christopher Walken was in this movie, and Nolan would still be like, nah. I'm good.
It's not a great. It's not the best trailer, right? Like
that's what I'm getting at. It's like maybe it's just a bad trailer.
I think it is.
There is an alternative trailer that they release, and it's a shorter trailer.
Yeah.
And that kind of does show that like she's this up and coming fashion designer that's influenced by punk and this kind of like out there style for what was considered like regular in the 70s or like really high fashion. And she shows up to like a fashion premiere, I presume, like on a motorcycle, and steps off in like leather pants and like the word the future across her face, and it looks really kind of out there. But there's two different vibes to two trailers, I have to say.
Yeah.
That's
really?
more like look at me rock the fashion world, and this trailer is more like let me give you a villain backstory about how this person was misunderstood and created by society type thing that they were surrounded in, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree. I think because when I read about like when you read about the synopsis, it's like this 1970s. It's set in like this during the punk revolution. And I'm like, that sounds dope. I want more of that. I kind of only just want like Emma Stone. Like all I need is her. Like because I feel like she's gonna crush this role. And that last scene where she's like her makeup's all runny and her hair's on, and she's like in the British accent. She's like, I'm Cruella, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, you are. Like. I'm in, and for that sense, and I guess when I say I'm in, I probably mean my wife's in, and she's gonna make me watch the shit out of this.
So you want to, or not.
I understand that.
Yeah,
yeah. I just again, I don't like anything when they do these remakes. It's like just let it stand. We don't need to know. There's so many great writers out there with these great new, fresh ideas. Something we just keep rehashing old stuff, and it's like, and we're gonna. Bring it into the 21st century. No, it was a fun kids movie. Disney. It was, I don't know. I
feel like there could be a movement though in the line of thinking like why do we need this and stuff. I feel like maybe it's this line of thinking that they would like more female based roles or like I guess exploration of the female villain role too. Like I mean, in the middle of the thing she says, "I am woman, hear me roar."
Yeah. I love that line.
It's like a Helen Reddy quote, but but it was also in Batman Returns. There was a take on that. Do you remember that with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman? I am Catwoman, hear me roar. And I was like, calling back to like the OG female villain in a movie, like that was awesome. It's like maybe that's
cool.
why. Maybe this is the movement. Like, obviously you want to see more female roles and female empowerment and everything, and female protagonists.
That's a good trend.
Yeah, but I get your point. Like, why Cruella? From a random Disney 1961 who hates dogs and just has her life mission to kill 101 of these Dalmatians.
Right.
To make a coat. Like, how did you do this?
There's no redeeming qualities of this villain. Like it's pretty one note, and here you are. We're trying to like paint a picture where we like this person in some way.
Well, you see, this is the thing. I don't think they're going to do that. Now, look,
Really?
it's Disney and probably wrong, but from the trailer, I feel like they're going to make it like, for example, like the Joker, I don't think that he's a relatable or a sympathetic character. Like, I don't think you like him. I don't think that's the point. The point is to see how he was created through the restrictions of, I guess, the parameters of society he was in. So I feel like that's what they're trying to do. But it's Disney, and they're likely going to be like, hey, you should love this character.
her.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that is always interesting, though, to see how, you know, people become, or people start doing bad things rather than being bad people, because
Yes.
everybody kind of, I don't think bad people are born necessarily. It's like things happen, or they do things that end up making them do bad things. And I think that's always an interesting story, I think.
Yeah.
Not that you sympathize with them or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I have
I
the same
can
problem.
I can see that.
Yeah, I have the same problem with the Joker. I have a hard time watching a film with a character I don't enjoy watching. Right? Like it's and no offense, like it's not that the performance of the Joker wasn't incredible, you know, and like the making of that film, like the talent behind, but like how do you make a film that's enjoyable to watch from an unlikable character? I think that's really hard to do, and I don't even think the Joker did it. And here's the reason: not that it's not a great film. It's just not something I'm going to rewatch over and over and over again. It's not It doesn't feel entertaining to me. It doesn't grab me and think like, oh, it's Sunday afternoon, let's put on the Joker. I'd be like, no, I don't have that. That's not me. Maybe it's for somebody else.
I think that's why Cruella will be a better fit for you, because I think like what Todd Phillips was doing with that film in a way was less about, I guess, entertainment in a way. It was more about like saying something, right? It was saying something about the mental health system or the social system that they were in. Whereas I think with this one, it's really interesting because it is set in the 70s, and it's a way that's like it's in the fashion world and the competition there. And she does say something like she was born a bit mad, right? And that's interesting. Is like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean that? And then what Paula said, like, how does this happen? How do you get from this young aspiring punk rock fashion designer to killing puppies? You know, so
killing puppies.
Yeah. So I think this might be a nicer version of that kind of villain story, because I do think this will be entertaining.
Okay.
I hope so.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you love Emma Stone and you hate dogs, go see Cruella.
Yeah, right.
I'm not.
No one's still. Despite all of Pagan's standing up for
I've
this film,
tried.
Yes.
Nolan's still a hard zero.
I'm a hard zero.
Yeah.
Paul
Zero
almost
out of-
got him. Paul almost got him.
I mean, no, listen, I love Emma Stone too. I mean, and you know, but
No.
I'm just happy we found a film that Paul and might go see.
Yeah.
I might go see that.
Yeah.
See, he's still I might go see.
In my TV room.
He's on the TV.
yeah. Paul's like, it's like, there's nothing
I
else
might
on.
go see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Might as well check this out.
If there's nothing else on, it starts and I can't find the remote.
Yeah.
Paul might
We're
watch
watching it.
I wonder what PJ would have said.
Yeah.
PJ be like, I think she's sorry. You know the dogs.
I'm sorry.
sorry. We don't have Dalmatians in Canada because their coat's too thin and they all freeze. That's how we make hot dogs in Canada. Okay. With that said, guys, thanks for joining us today on Trailer Talk. Cruella gets a hard 0, thumbs down. Don't give a shit. That's on my meter. Steph's got the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Paul's in the middle, like that. And Drew, he's a thumbs down. Okay, so you know what? Flip a coin. Go see it. Don't go see it. I don't care. Enjoy it.
See, that's why we need 6 people. We need a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no tiebreaker. It's Cruella. Whatever. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for
watching/listening. Guys, if you want us to talk about a movie or a game or any kind of TV trailer, just let us know in the comments below. Also, if you're into what we're doing, please subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by using the join button below. Don't be afraid. Click it.